Let's go over the Jamboard practice problems for 2-4 day 1, solving multi-step inequalities. For number 1, which is number 1 on your homework assignment, we first want to start by combining like terms. 3x minus 7x. 3x minus 7x is negative 4x, and that's greater than or equal to negative 12. Our next step is to undo the multiplication. So right now we're multiplying x by negative 4. So to solve, we'll divide both sides by negative 4. And it's that step there that requires us to flip the inequality symbol. So we get x is less than or equal to positive 3. Again, we had to flip it from greater than or equal to less than or equal to. So then set up your number line. 3 is included in the possible solutions because it's equal to, so we want to do a filled in circle at 3. And it's all values less than or equal to, so we're going to shade to the left. For number 2, which is number 3 on your homework, we first want to distribute and multiply 5 times 5x and 5 times negative 1. 5 times 5x is 25x. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. And that's all greater than negative 145. Our next step would be to combine like terms. 3x plus 25x, which gives us 28x. Then we'd want to undo the subtraction. So right now we're subtracting 5 from that x term. So we want to add 5 to both sides. So we get 28x is greater than negative 140. And our last step is to undo the multiplication. So right now we're multiplying by 28. So to solve, we'll divide by 28. And negative 140 divided by 28 is negative 5. Set up your number line. Make sure it's increasing. Negative 5 is not included, so it's going to be an open circle, not filled in. And it's all values greater than, so we'll shade to the right. There's a typo in number 3, which is number 8 on your homework. It should be, he wants to sell the cabinets for $500 each. If he was selling them for $5 each, this would certainly not be a good use of his time. So let's think about this. He wants to earn at least $25 an hour making a cabinet. He pays $125 for materials and plans to sell them for $500 each. So he has some expenses, and then he has his sale price. Now you want your expenses to definitely be less than your sale price, but they could also be equal to your sale price. If it was equal, you would just break even, but you wouldn't be losing money. So we want him to earn money from the sale. So we want his expenses to be less than or equal to his sale price. Now, things that are included in expenses would be his hourly wage, his labor cost. So also the number of hours. That would be his entire labor fee. And also the cost of his materials. So let's think about this. So he would take the amount he charges per hour times the number of hours plus the cost of materials we want this all to be less than or equal to his sale price. Okay, so the only piece that we don't know is we don't know the number of hours. So that's what X represents. So now let's fill in what we do know. So $25 an hour times X number of hours plus the cost of materials. We want this amount to be less than or equal to $500. Okay, so now we go to solve. So that's our inequality that represents his situation, or the woodworker's situation. So now to solve, we'll first subtract 125 from both sides. And we have 25 times x is less than or equal to 375. So to finish solving, we'll undo the multiplication. We'll divide both sides by 25. And we get x is less than or equal to 15 hours. Meaning if he works more than 15 hours, he will lose money. He's not charging enough to work on one cabinet for 16 hours. The less amount of time he works, the more money he'll make. So as long as he works less than or equal to 15 hours, that's how much time he can spend building the cabinet without losing money. That's it for the Jamboard practice assignment on 2-4 day 1, solving multi-step inequalities.